Hi everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about gain ratio. It is the second measure of a attribute selection criteria. What it is? It is a second measurement of a attribute selection criteria, or you may say that measure one of the measure for selecting the best split. Okay. All right. Let us see what is a gain ratio. Gain ratio is used for selecting the attribute among multiple number of attributes of a data set, right? So it is used in C4.5 decision tree algorithm. This gain ratio is used in C4.5 decision tree algorithm. Okay, let us see the first point. The gain ratio is the extension of information gain. The gain ratio is an extension to a information gain. Already we have seen the information gain concept in earlier sessions, right? So this gain ratio concept is the extension to that information gain. Okay, and by using this, we can calculate the we can solve the large number of valued attributes. Okay, if you have the large number of values in your selected attribute, then how to select a best split for that particular large number of valued attribute. For this, here we are going to calculate or measure the gain ratio. Already I have told you C4.5 decision tree algorithm uses gain ratio for determining the splitting attribute. Okay, to determine the splitting attribute in C4.5 decision tree, here we are going to use a gain ratio measurement, right? So this gain ratio measurement applies some kind of normalization on information gain. What this gain ratio will do? It is going to perform a normalization, one of the normalization concept on information gain measurement using a split information. Here we have one formula for the split information of a attribute. By using this, here we are going by this is the one of the formula which is applied with information gain to find out the gain ratio, right? The attribute with maximum gain ratio is selected as the splitting attribute. Which attribute got maximum gain ratio? Then that attribute you may call as splitting attribute here, right? Next, let us see this formula of this split information. This split information of an attribute, split information for an attribute of D equal to D in the sense data set equal to minus sigma j equal to M2V, correspondence of dj by correspondence of D into log base 2 into correspondence of dj by correspondence of D. This is the formula for split information of a particular attribute under a data set here. First of all, we would see, okay, which kind of data set I have used, okay, for calculating the gain ratio, and after that, okay, which attribute we have used, we have chosen to calculate the gain ratio now. Let us see these two. First one is a data set or table. Second one is a attribute. Okay, which attribute I have chosen first for calculating a gain ratio, right? Okay, this is the table I'm going to use in a measurement of gain ratio. This table, the same table I have used for information gain also. The same table, the same data set I have used for calculating the information gain. Okay. And you need to remember here we are using continuously two words. One is gain ratio, second one is information gain. These two are different, two words. What are those? Information gain is one word, gain ratio is another word. Okay, you need to remember these two. These two words are different. If you want to calculate gain ratio, then you are in need of information gain data also. Why? Because now we are going to apply this gain ratio on the C4.5 algorithm. Actually, C4.5 algorithm is a successor of ID3 algorithm. So first of all, you should calculate the ID3 algorithm measurements by using information gain. After calculating those, by using those information gain values only, here we are going to calculate the gain ratio, isn't it? So this gain ratio is also a successor of information gain. Successor of information gain. Here I am using two different words. One is information gain, second one is gain ratio. Is it clear? Right. Okay. Now this is the example data set I'm going to use in my to calculate the gain ratio. Right. Okay, now you need to know how many number of attributes are there in this table. 4 number of attributes. One more number of attribute is there, that is by say computer. It is a target attribute or it's a just class attribute, right? And in this class attribute here, the in this table has total number of 14 records. This table has how many number of records are there within this table? 14 records are there. Among these 14 records, how many number of class labels? S class labels, no class labels. S instances, no instances, you may say. Among these 14, 9 are the S class labels or S instances. Okay, 9. And 5 are the no class labels are there. Okay, this table has total 14 number of records. Okay, among these records here the 9 number of instances are represented by using S class labels. Okay, 5 number of instances are represented by using no class label, right? These are the values 14, 9, 5, right? After that, now in gain ratio, I am going to use one attribute that attribute is called income. Here I am going to use the income attribute to calculate the gain ratio. So if you will observe this income attribute, how many number of data objects are there in this income attributes? Those are 3. What are those? One is high, second one is medium, third one is low. Okay, this income object, income attribute may have here three number of data object. One is high, second one is medium, third one is low. Now, how many number of high objects are there into this particular, under this particular income attribute? Okay, calculate how many number of highs are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 4 number of high data objects are there. Next, check for medium. Medium is 1, medium 1, medium 2, medium 2, medium 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 number of medium objects are there. And total number of records are 14. So 14 number of records, within the 14 number of records already we have identified 10. What are the how many remaining are there? 4. 4 is represented under low, which means there are 4 number of instances are there with the value of low. Check it out. 1 low, 2, 3 and 4. These are the 4 number of low objects are there. Okay, now again you need to remember this. High is 4, medium is 6 and low is 4. Okay, now you want to calculate income with by say computer. Again, how many number of S instances are there? How many number of no instances are there under H, as well as under medium, as well as under high? Okay, out of 4, how many number of S instances are there? How many number of no instances are there? You need to calculate for each and every data object. Here we have represented 3 data objects now. So for 3 data objects, you need to represent how many number of S instances, how many number of no instances you need to calculate now. But now I'm not going to identify the S number of class labels, no number of class labels right now. Why? Because identification of these S and no class labels under these 3 objects are already over. We have calculated some information gain for based on these 3 data objects of a income. So that's why right now I'm not going to calculate this. Already I have some values. Okay, just you need to remember these 3 values as well as these values. That's it. Okay, let us see where I have used 464 by calculating a gain ratio. Okay, now I'm going to calculate the split information for income attribute of a data set. Now I'm going to calculate the income attribute, split information for income attribute. Here I have the formula. What is the formula? Already we have discussed now. So this is the total number of instances in a data set. Correspondence of D is total number of instances in data set. The total number of instances means 14. Already you know that. And among the 14, how many number of different data objects? If it is data object 1 represent data object 1 by total number of total number of instances, and data object 1 by total number of instances. Okay, the same formula I have applied on the income attribute. So that income attribute has, what is the first one? First one is high. Here we have second one is medium, third one is low. High, medium, low. Why? Because with the high, okay, income is high. Income is high. Under the high data object, we have 4 number of records are there. Okay, that 4 number of records. For this, I have substituted here minus 4 by 14 into log base to 4 by 14. Okay, now dj is 14 minus now dj is second object. The second data object is here medium. Okay, what is our second data object? It is a medium. So medium has 6 number of records with medium. Okay, so 6 number of records by total 14 minus into log base to 6 by 14 minus again what is the last data object? 6 is the last one. Sorry, low is the last one. Low has 4 number of data objects. Okay, 4 number of times is there in our table. So that's why 4 by 14 into log base to 4 by 14. Finally, this is the result we got for a split information of income attribute. Split information of income attribute has the value. I mean, get the result. This one 0.926. After this, after calculating the split information, then here we are going to calculate a gain ratio. What is gain ratio? Gain ratio equal to formula for gain ratio. Gain ratio equal to information gain of gain ratio for particular attribute equal to information gain of that particular attribute by split information of the attribute. Split information of the attribute. Okay, now what is our attribute? Our attribute is income. Then gain ratio for income equal to, okay, information gain of income value by split information of income is 0.926. This one is the already calculated one. You know about this. Just now we have calculated 0.926. But what about 0.029? What about 0.029? Okay, let us, I'll show you from where we will get this 0.029. Right. Okay, actually here for the same table we have calculated information gain for each and every attribute of this table, isn't it? So in this way here for income also we have calculated one information gain for income also. What is the information gain value for income? Information gain value for income is 0.029. This is the value I have substituted there. Okay, so this is the information gain for the income attribute, that is 0.09. How we have measured this one? As you know that, okay, here we have some formulas for calculating the information gain. What are those? First one is entropy value for this table. Okay, the total table entropy value, or you may say that information gain for the data set, that value is 0.940. Okay, total table. After calculating this, here you may choose one attribute. One attribute is age attribute. For this age attribute, I have taken one age attribute from this table. I'm going to calculate the information gain for age attribute, okay, by using these three. So what is this? 5 by 14. Actually, the age attribute has three objects. One is less than or equal to 30, one is 31 to 40, third one is greater than 40. These are the three different objects under a age attribute, right? So less than or equal to 30, age less than or equal to 30. Under this, we have 5 number of records. So that's why 5 by 14. Total number of records of this table is 14. Among the 14 records, 5 number of records are represented with less than or equal to age 30. Okay. So that's why 5 by 14 into I of, which means entropy of 2 comma 3. What is 2? Out of 5 number of records, 2 records are represented with S, 2 records are identified, the class label is S, 3 records are identified as no class labels. So that's why 2 comma 3. And after that, here age 31 to 40 is 4 number of records are there out of 14. So 4 by 14. 4 by 14 entropy of 4 comma 0. Next, greater than 40 is 5 number of records are there. 5 by 14 I of 3 comma 2. Okay, let us calculate I of 2 comma 3. I have represented like this. I of 2 comma 3 in the sense total 2 plus 3 is 5, right? So 5 here I have represented with 5. 2 by 5 minus 2 by 5 log base to 2 by 5 minus 3 by 5 log base to 3 by 5. Okay, this is the formulas. The same formulas of entropies for individual entropies for individual objects, right? If you calculate this one, then you may get the result of 0.694. Now what is the information gain, total information gain for age? Total information gain for age is equal to, okay, the entropy of table minus information gain of age. So which means 0.940. Okay, entropy of total table is 0.940 minus what is information gain for age. Information gain for age is 0.694. So then this is the result, 0.246. Till now we have calculated this information gain for age in the same manner. Okay, by using the same formulas, here you should go to calculate the information gain for income attribute and also student attribute and also credit rating attributes. So I have applied the same formulas on income. I should get, I would get this particular value, that is 0.029. Okay, by using the same formulas instead of age, here you should use the income. If we will get the, after calculating the income of income for information gain of income, then overall information gain for income, so you may get the result of 0.029. This 0.029 I have substituted in gain ratio. So as you know that gain ratio is a successor of information gain. First of all, you should calculate the information gain for a income, then only you should calculate the gain ratio. First of all, we are in need of calculation of the information gain of a income, right? After that, that value should be substituted in gain ratio formula with split information of attribute. Okay, these are the values whichever we have in our table. So finally, this is the result for income of gain ratio. Okay, if it is in the same, likewise here you are going to calculate for age, student, credit rating for all attribute. Which attribute value is which attribute value has highest gain ratio? So that is the best attribute to perform a split, right? This is the gain ratio measurement. Thank you.